Change is something we, as a society, have been akin to adapting towards since the beginning of time. And in many instances, this change takes form through something that is positive. Technology, for example, has allowed our society to progress and accomplish feats today that we once thought were impossible. However, not all change can be considered positive, and perhaps the biggest change for the average person has occurred within the past 3 years, amid the global pandemic. And the reason for this is because prior to lockdowns, humans had a degree of separation. They had their work life here, and then they had their home life here. But because of working from home orders, there's no more separation. And what arose from it was an increase in mental health issues. Mental health issues within the past 2 years, especially in the workplace, have risen from 1 in 10.8 people to 1 in 6.2 people. And many people believe that there is a direct correlation between the rise in mental health and COVID-19. But I believe that COVID-19 just brought about the ideal circumstances for which to test firms' policy on mental health and how much they truly advocated for the problem. And if you look at the data and you observe this statistic, it's not concrete, and it varies from firm to firm and from industry to industry because of how much time and how much effort people have allocated towards their mental health program. And what I concluded was that work needs to be done. My company Idea Outreach is a mental health software that firms install onto their onboarding process that educates employees with the proper outreach resources, along with how they can deal with potential stress they may face in the workplace, how to deal with work hours and time management, along with how they should be interacting with their employees. In addition to this, once the software client is installed onto their computer, they can click on it and they'll have access to a certified psychologist who can answer their specific questions. In addition to this, each time our software system is implemented within a new firm, we consult with this firm and we look over their business model and we target areas that need improvement within mental health to ensure that the firm is providing the healthiest and working environment for their employees. And the reason why we chose to target this sector in specific is because mental health is often overlooked and neglected, especially in the workplace. And the reason for this is, unlike other injuries, mental health is not something that you can physically observe that someone is going through. It's not like a broken arm where you can visually see, yes, that person is physically impaired. With mental health, it's all up here. And no one has access to each other's mind. So it's a problem that's often overlooked. But it does have a drastic effect. And by properly advocating for your employees' mental health, you can provide a more productive working environment, you reduce absenteeism, and you just provide the grounds on which your employees feel more comfortable and they'll be more motivated to show up every day and do their best to succeed. And we want this for employees because we at Outreach, we do our best to advocate for mental health so that you and your employees can do your best in the working environment.